everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Quilters Vibe. It kind of went completely different than I was expecting. So you would have seen the quilt at the beginning of the video, and I might try to pop it up in the corner, and it's just a bookshelf. So I used this cut file from Paige Evans, and because it's beautiful, and I've had it in my cut file stash for a while. And I thought I was going to do back it with a bunch of different pattern papers to kind of recreate the colors in the bookshelves, and I don't end up doing that at all. So I decided to pull out some of my shimmers and try to use some of them. I do have quite a few of them, and there's a couple of them that are getting pretty old, so I am trying to get some of them used up. So I can tell you the colors that I'm using. I am using mainly purples and then a couple of kind of pink tones here. So I have lilac blossom, royal purple, gold and roses, sugar plum, and I feel like there's one more. Oh, and then I used a spray, and that is the Vibes in Plum Tuckered Out. And I did pre-gesso this paper, because otherwise there's no way it would have. I put a lot of water on this. So I added a bunch of stuff, sprayed some water, kind of spread it around, and then there was a couple areas where the color wasn't exactly what I was looking for, so just kept adding things until I was happy with the way it turned out. And then I was trying to add little splatters of all of the colors around the layout, just for that kind of, you know, messy look. Sorry, I'm knocking stuff over. So yeah, I played around a lot with the background, and in the close-ups at the end you'll be able to see how shimmery this ends up being. So my background paper is from Cardstock Warehouse, and it is the Grapesicle. Grapesicle is the color that it is. It's one of their pastel colors, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So here you can see how shimmery that is, and that's dried already. So I'm gonna take my, maybe I already did my cut file. So on my cut file, I just used the It's Meant to Be Shimmers paint to color in all of the stems of the flowers and the, did I do the leaves? No, I didn't do the leaves, just the stems of the flowers. I'm going to leave the flowers white, so there you can see. I used actually two colors. I used Pull Me Closer and It's Meant to Be, and kind of alternated them just for a variation in color. So I'm just using my, wow, my brain, you guys. What is wrong with me? It is my Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive glue. That's my new favorite glue. And it sticks really well, especially to mixed media, so I highly recommend it. And then I have these two photos, and they're about probably 3 by 3 inch, and I'm just backing them with a little bit of parchment paper, which is similar to vellum. It's from Cardstock Warehouse. It's just, I like it better than vellum because it's not quite so see-through. And it's just, the photos are of me and my older daughter. I was pregnant with my younger daughter, and we were reading on the couch, and my husband snapped a couple of pictures. So I did have quite a bit of warping with my paper, so to combat that, I just took a piece of scrap cardstock that I had, and I adhered it to the back just to sturdy up that paper a little bit more. There's still a tiny bit of warping, but not anywhere near how bad it was, so that's a little tip that I have. If you accidentally go a little overboard and it gets a little too wonky, you can do that as well. I'm using all of these flowers. These are ones that I fussy cut out of a paper from Paige Evans, the Bloom Street collection. And I fussy cut all of the flowers out of that. And I'm just going to create a few clusters. So I started out just having a couple of clusters around the photos and then deciding I wanted a whole lot more flowers around the photos. So I am going to cut off here shortly and fussy cut out some more because I did not do enough. And my clusters do change because, do I take them all off? Oh, yeah, while I was deciding to fussy cut some more. I move everything around, so my clusters change a bit, which is fine. It's kind of the way it works out. I spend all this time like layering all these flowers and then I just like dump them all off and start over. But yeah, so if you don't know what the Quilters Vibe kind of series is that we're doing, it's me, Sarah Scraps, Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and Alex, who is Pink Crafty Mama. Oh, excuse me. I know Alex is going to be a little late this month, but she'll have one up at some point in time. But we choose a quilt that we find inspiring and then create a layout based off of it. We've been doing this for over a year now, I think, and it's just a fun thing, a fun series that we do. But I will have links down below to everybody's channel so you can check out what they create as well. So here, okay, here is where I had gone off and cut more flowers out, and you can kind of see where I'm starting to layer some things up. I'm going to pop some of the flowers up on some fun foam just for some added dimension. And really it's just a matter of sticking them down. So I didn't like pre-plan this. I just kind of started grabbing flowers and sticking them down. It works out pretty well, I think. I like the end result, so I didn't need to do a whole lot of pre-planning, I guess. But I already did it twice, so. So just sticking all these down, and I suppose I could have cut some of this out. Trying to mix up my colors. I didn't want to have like big pockets of the same color or similar colors, so I'm trying to break it up by adding these leaves and adding, you know, making sure that there's not two dark pink colored flowers together. Or I tried to mix up the shape of flower, but I didn't have a whole lot of options, so sometimes that didn't get quite mixed up as much as I would have liked it to, but that's okay. And I'm really happy that I took the time to fussy cut out some of those leaf branches because I think they made a huge difference. And I hate fussy cutting, so I'm kind of surprised I did it, but I'm really glad that I did because I feel like they really made a difference. So I decided to use this title, says Bloom, and it's from the Unforgettable foam stickers from Cocoa Vanilla. And I thought it was just perfect. I mean, it has nothing to do with reading or anything, but it was perfect for the layout. Occasionally, actually a lot of times, I end up figuring out titles that way is what works for my layout. So you can barely see the book at this point. I went a little flower crazy, so I felt like I needed some more black, so I added a couple of black puffy hearts from Ellie's Studio. I think I also added some purple ones in, because purple's my favorite color, so if I can find an excuse to use a lot of purple, I might as well. And then I am pulling out some old sequin mixes from Spiegel Mom Scraps. These are many years old, so they're not even remotely available in the shop anymore. But this one is called, I think, Black Tuxedo, or nope, that's not right. What is it called? The black and white one is called Black Tie Event, and then I'm going to pull out those big iridescent ones, one of my favorite, all-time favorite sequins, and it's called Moonshine Delight. So if you happen to have sequins in your stash from Spiegel Mom Scraps, maybe you have these ones. But that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out everybody else's links down below, and I will see you again next time. Bye!